Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today we have a really fun set of clips to look at, all centered around someone tells someone else, "You are awesome."
It's amazing. The collection you sent is really fascinating.
Yeah, and at first glance, they all seem pretty similar. Like it's the same message over and over again, but when you actually listen closely, you realize there are all these tiny little variations in the wording, in the tone of voice, like how they're saying it.
It is,
It's
yeah.
really amazing.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see how much meaning can be packed into such a simple message.
Absolutely. And I think that's what we're going to uncover today.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So one of the things that jumped out at me when I first listened to these was this phrase, "great quad squad,"
Right.
which appears in almost every single one of these clips.
It does.
And it's not exactly everyday language. So I was wondering if you had any thoughts about what this great quad squad could refer to.
Well, just hearing it repeated over and over again that makes me think that it must be some kind of shared identity, some kind of group or community or something that these people feel like they belong to.
Oh, yeah, like an inside joke or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the way that they say it too, sometimes it's joyful, sometimes it's almost kind of reverent. So it seems like it's something that's really meaningful to them.
That's a great point. Why don't we actually hear a few examples of how this great quad squad thing is being used so the listener can get a sense of what we're talking about here?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Okay.
So besides the great quad squad thing, we also noticed some variations within the main message itself.
Mhm.
So sometimes it's great quad squad, sometimes it's grateful quad squad,
Yeah,
and sometimes it's I can, and sometimes it's I can't.
right.
So I'm really curious to get your take on what these subtle differences might mean.
Well, I think, great is just a more general kind of positive statement,
Yeah.
Great. But grateful implies a deeper appreciation for something. So maybe they're reflecting on a shared experience or maybe a moment of support that they receive from the quad squad.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And what about the I can versus I can't?
That's an interesting one. I can obviously conveys a sense of confidence and ability. I can do this, but I can't. You know, could mean a couple of different things. It could be that the speaker is expressing their own self-doubt or maybe recognizing their limitations, or maybe it's even a way of connecting with someone else who's going through a tough time.
Oh, that's interesting, like relating to them.
Yeah, I'm with you, I can't do this either, let's figure it out together kind of thing.
I see. So it could be almost like an empathetic statement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I think it would be really helpful if we could actually hear a couple of these clips side by side so we can really get a sense of how these subtle word changes impact the overall meaning.
Definitely. Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so moving on, we have this one clip that's kind of different from all the rest.
Yes.
This is the one where the speaker just says, "You're awesome. I ain't kidding, not a bit."
Right.
And it just feels so much more direct and powerful than the other ones.
It does. Yeah.
What do you think is going on here?
I think this one maybe feels a lot more personal. Maybe it's directed at someone who's really struggling to see their own worth.
Yeah.
And the speaker's really trying to get through to them,
Yeah.
They're using that really emphatic language, I ain't kidding, not a bit.
Yeah.
And even using that kind of informal language.
Of cutting through all the BS.
Yeah, exactly. It's I'm being real with you here.
Yeah. I'm telling you from the heart.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think it's just this raw, heartfelt attempt to boost someone's confidence.
So powerful. I'd love to hear that one more time.
Okay, let's hear it.
Wow. You can just feel the sincerity in the speaker's voice. It's really moving. And it's a good reminder that sometimes the simplest messages are the most powerful.
Absolutely. And it makes you think about how we express appreciation and encouragement in our own lives.
Yeah.
What words do we use to lift people up?
Yeah. And what words have other people said to us that have really stuck with us?
Exactly.
I think this deep dive has really shown us that even seemingly simple phrases can have a profound impact on the people we're speaking to.
Yeah, definitely. So as you go about your day, pay attention to the nuances of language.
Yeah.
How are you expressing support and appreciation for the people around you? And what words carry the most weight for you when you hear them from others?
What a fascinating question to think about.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting area to explore.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. It's been a pleasure.
This was fun. Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Sounds great.